So Al Del Greco, this is why they pay him. He's 3 of 3, a 26-yarder, a 30-yarder, and a 43-yarder today. Seattle calls timeout.
They're trying to conserve the time if Del Greco makes this. And let me tell you something. In this situation in the National Football League this year, there is no other kicker that you want kicking this other than Al Del Greco. He's absolutely perfect on the year.
Came into this game 23 of 26. Hendrick is holding. And it's up. And good. Del Greco nailed it. 4 for 4 on the day. And the Oilers take a 1-point lead.
That keeps their playoff hopes alive. If they can hold on for 33 seconds, they're going to live to fight another week for the playoff, for that wild card playoff spot.
In the AFC. So Hendrick kicking it off. Broussard from the 3. Broussard up over the 25-yard line to the 26. A 22-yard return. So Jon Kitna has to lead him down the field. And in 4 of Seattle's 6 losses, the Seahawks could have won or tied the game by scoring on their final possession.
And as a starter, Jon Kitna, you stand as a backup, you stand on the sidelines and I wish I was the starter, I wish I could play. And now you kind of got to watch what you ask for or you just might get it. Jon Kitna now has the opportunity, 28 seconds left, to win this football game.
They have 1 timeout remaining. Remember, Peterson has a 50-yarder today. Over the middle, McKnight. It's a catch. And they call timeout. And it looks like a penalty flag in the backfield against Tennessee.
Personal foul. Defense. Unnecessary roughness. Helmet to helmet.
Wow. You'll see here, James McKnight goes down after this ball. It is a good catch. Kitna gets enough on it to get it out there. He adjusts to it, pulls it in, and that's an excellent catch, an excellent effort. Watch Jon Kitna. There's the hit, and that is not helmet-to-helmet contact.
It was late, though. Kenny Holmes, and now they tack on an additional 15 yards, so they're almost in field goal range already. And Seattle did not have to use the timeout.
Please return the game clock to read 20 seconds. The game clock should read 20 seconds.
Remember, Todd Peterson, their kicker for Seattle, has a 50-yarder already today in the first half. 20 seconds to go. Out of the shotgun from the 38. Kitna. Ricky Watters. Out of bounds at the 34. Don't forget, 60 minutes is coming up next, except on the West Coast and in the Mountain Time Zone. It will be seen at its normal time. 16 seconds to go. Oilers leading this game 18-17.
Right now they're looking at a 52-yard field goal attempt for Peterson.
His long on the season is a 51-yarder. 2 of 4 from 50-plus on the season. 2nd and 5. Kitna looking down the field. No catch. He did not have both feet in bounds. McKnight.
With 12 seconds left on the clock, 2nd down at the 34-yard line. They've got to get a little closer. And this is a good no catch. He's got to get both feet in bounds. He doesn't have it. 1 foot and the other foot is out of bounds. That's an easy call for the official.
Where do they have to go?
They've got to get another 7 yards to get it to about down. They'll have to get it all the way down to about, actually only about right here, right there, to the 30-yard line, and they'll be a little bit, as close as they get, the percentage goes up.
3rd and 5. And a whistle. And the play clock ran out.
What? Offense, 5 yards, still 3rd down.
That is huge. That now they're out. They can't even attempt a field goal now without getting closer.
A young quarterback making his first start of the season in place of the veteran, Warren Moon.
They've got to warn him of that on the headphones when they call. They got to say he's got to get it up. They've got to be alert to that on the sidelines and pick it up.
Dennis Erickson turning grayer by the moment. 3rd down and 10 from the 38-yard line. And a whistle before the play began. And it may have been on the Seattle offensive line, somebody moving. I think it's a false start.
False start prior to the snap. Offense number 66. 5 yards, still 3rd down.
Pete Kendall, the left guard.
Just when it looked like they had this all under control, Pete Kendall flinches. And that is a very, very, very touchy call.
Don't forget 60 minutes next, except on the West Coast. 3rd down and 15 from the 43. 1st down marker is at the 28. 3 receivers. Kipna, 11 seconds to go. Finds Pritchard. Pritchard out of bounds at the 30-yard line. With 6 seconds to go. And here comes the field goal team. Todd Peterson, 14 of 17 on the season, 2 for 4 from 50-plus yards, his long on the year, a 51-yarder.
You got to feel like Jon Kitna has done everything he could do to give his team a chance to win, and now there's trouble on the Seahawks sideline. Erickson wants a timeout, and they're going to get it.
Timeout, Seattle. Their 3rd and final timeout. This is a 30-second timeout.
And look at Coach Erickson's hair. Heat miser.
Watch him as he's trying to call. The play clock was winding down. You see, nothing's good. He's walking out on the field. He's out on the field. Come on, help, come on, please. Call a timeout. A player on the field is required to be the one who calls the timeout.
So for Todd Peterson, he will be attempting a 48-yard field goal.
Wait.
The loser of this game in trouble with the playoffs. Jeff Beagles rather is the holder, and another timeout. They want to freeze Todd Peterson.
Timeout, Tennessee. Their 3rd and final timeout. This is a 30-second timeout.
Don't forget, coming up next, 60 minutes, except on the West Coast.
I've spoken to a lot of kickers about how they feel about getting frozen when they call a timeout. And they say, well, it depends. Like that first timeout that the Seahawks called, Peterson was probably happy about that. Now he could settle down, make sure that the snap's right, make sure the personnel's right, and take his time and just make the kick.
No more timeouts for either team. Oilers leading this game 18-17. Al Del Greco perfect on the day, 4 field goals, so here we go. Todd Peterson, he can be a hero, 48 yards. It's up. And good! His father, Martin, remember, they took out a second mortgage on their home just so John could go to college at Central Washington and give him an opportunity to get an education. And it looks like he may come up with a win today in his first start of the season.
You'll see as he sets it down. All the guys up front are thinking, half the people in the stadium are thinking, block it. Half the people are thinking make it. And all Scott Peterson's thinking is just get the kick off. Watch Erickson run at. How much pressure does that take off that?
No question. You can see it rising and leaving Dennis Erickson. And there's Jon Kitna's mom.